Hey everybody, it's here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. In the previous episode, we completed the Stone Tower Temple. And in today's episode, we'll be going back inside one last time to take care of the stray fairies. So without further ado, cue the editing montage! Now that we've taken care of all the stray fairies in Stone Tower Temple, I want to return to this place one more time to show off something really cool. This is probably my favorite skybox in the entirety of Majora's Mask. Seeing the bottom of the world in Stone Tower Temple on the last day as the world is about to be destroyed by the moon, this is honestly one of the more disturbingly beautiful set pieces in the Zelda series, and I don't see a whole lot of people talk about it, so I just wanted to bring a special attention to this one. Now that we've saved all the stray fairies in Stone Tower Temple, we only have a little bit of time left before the world actually ends, so probably wasn't the best idea in the world to go ahead and use the Song of Double Time to show off that skybox in Stone Tower Temple, but it's pretty, and that justifies everything. So the place we're looking for is around here, so let's go inside and check out the Fairies Fountain. Oh, compassionate young one, I am the Great Fairy of Kindness. Thank you for turning my broken and shattered body to normal. As thanks, I grant you the Great Fairy Sword. Sword, how do you pronounce it? You got the Great Fairy Sword. The black rose is etched into it. The Great Fairy Sword is the most powerful of all blades. You found all the stray fairies in the Stone Tower Temple and revived the Great Fairy of Kindness, who gave you the Great Fairy Sword. Now I'm feeling a little self-conscious about pronouncing the word sword. Come see me whenever you are overcome by weariness. So, we now have the most powerful sword in the entire game. Kind of. The Great Fairy Sword is a little interesting, so what I'd like to do real quick is move on to the bottom screen to demonstrate the Great Fairy Sword is actually an equipable weapon. You can't actually permanently have it on Link, and the reason why is a little interesting. So, as you can see, we cannot use our shield, bleh, I cannot pronounce words. We cannot use our shield when having the Great Fairy Sword equipped, and you need your shield to take care of puzzles across Stone Tower Temple, and furthermore throughout the game. So that's kind of the big reason why the Great Fairy Sword is an equipable item rather than something that stays with you forever. And also a bit of a fun fact, this doesn't necessarily apply to the 3DS version, but the mask selection screen on the Nintendo 64 version replaced the item equipment menu from Ocarina of Time's menus, because this game reused a lot of assets from Ocarina of Time. They didn't have a lot of development time, so they couldn't have made another page or anything like that. So instead, because they figured they'd only had one big weapon upgrade throughout the game, that the Great Fairy Sword would be an equipable item rather than something like this. So now we've taken care of all of that, we're actually going to reset time to take care of a couple more things across the Ikana Canyon, because we could end the video off right now, but it would be a little bit lame if the only thing we ever did in this video was a huge editing montage. So I'm going to meet you guys back in a new time cycle. What's this? You need something on a day like this? You haven't evacuated yet. You're amazing, little guy. Excuse me, but let me take a look at you. Ah, yes, Link. If I remember, you're the little guy who deposited 1,164 rupees. Yay! There's 64 in there! Just like Nintendo 64. I want to demonstrate the fact that the bank person would have unique dialogue if you tried going to the bank on the last day. So, there you go. And starting off a new time cycle, the rest of this video is going to be side quest activities, so we're not going to be doing any story progress for the rest of the episode. So the first thing we're going to be taking care of is we're going over this way. We've seen this house before, but we never actually went inside. This is the Spirit House. Excuse me, bird. Excuse you. How dare you attack me while I was reading, good sir. We can go inside the Spirit House, and if you go into this place and this guy is not here, keep in mind that this minigame is only playable if you have not completed the Stone Tower Temple yet. So, if you complete Stone Tower Temple, if you don't want to come back and complete this minigame, reset the time cycle, and you should be returning. The Ikana Kingdom was founded on this land, stained with the history of darkness drenched in blood. Even now, it is a place where troubled, regretful spirits gather. If you are seeking the one who is stronger than you are, you may find strength here, from a group of spirits plagued with lingering regrets. If you have faith in your skills and might, then try saving these wandering spirits. But the earthly price you must pay is 30 rubies. I won't do it! Because something interesting can happen if you play the Song of Healing. I like to be able to take that much, but I shall take 10 rupees. So, yeah, this guy will drop the price to 10 rupees if you play the Song of Healing in front of them. So that's something that is very well worth mentioning. And now we're going inside this area. It's Amy, youngest of the 4 ghost sisters. Target her when she appears. You got that? Alright, so I don't exactly remember the strategy for these guys because it's been a little while since I played Ocarina of Time. So these ghosts are kind of recycled from the mid-boss of the Forest Temple in Ocarina of Time, if they may seem familiar. But in terms of the lore of Zelda, these guys are these ladies, I should say, because the ghosts are female or whatever. But these are basically like the terminating counterparts of the Poe sisters from Ocarina of Time. So that's something that's very worth mentioning. Now, something that's also worth mentioning is that if I remember correctly, the laugh of the Poe sisters is a sped up version of Ganondorf's laugh from Ocarina of Time. So that's something that's very worth mentioning as well. Second, the Ghost Sisters, and when she appears, hurry, there's no time. Okay, I didn't quite get a chance to look at the name for the other one, so I'll have a caption on screen right now for what the blue one is called. Yay, making future me's life harder by making captions on screen. Oh, the humanity. Alright, come back over here. Alright, so we're not going to have a whole lot of other chances to demonstrate the Great Fairy Sword throughout the Let's Play. So that's primarily the reason why I'm going to be showing it off during this video. Nope, that didn't work. I don't have any arrows. I was thinking I could use arrows on this part, but I don't actually have any arrows, so that's a little problematic. I don't remember exactly what the strategy is for figuring out which Poe sister is the real one, so this part may be a little cringy to watch. Is there anything different? I can't tell any different. Ah, there you go. Okay. Alright, so another thing that's worth mentioning about the... Another thing that's worth mentioning about the Great Fairy Sword is that you can't do a traditional spin attack. Like, you can't hold onto the button to do a spin attack. You have to do the circly attack first. You have to spin around circles on the circle path, I'm trying to say. Hopefully we'll be able to do this quickly. There we go. Okay, we don't have a whole lot of time left, so... Come on. Be destroyed. I want to say it's the one that spins in the other direction. There we go. Okay. Only 20 seconds left. Can we do this? Tune in next week. Except not next week. Come on. Yeah, we're not gonna get it. Okay, her name is Beth. Okay. Alright, moving on to the last phase. Let's try this again. Hopefully this time without fail. Alright, so I think I remember the strategy for this. It's the one that spins in the opposite direction. I hope so. If not, then I can put caps on screen correcting me if I'm wrong, which I usually am. Come on. Come on. Don't make me spin around in my chair. Oh, stop it! Ah, boy. I didn't like this fight in Ocarina of Time, and I still don't like it now. There we go. Okay, let's see if a light arrow would be better because the magic stuff, it'll deal more damage. I apologize if my commentary is not that great this episode. It's been a little while since I recorded, and I'm just getting over a fever, flu thingy. So, yeah, that's my excuse for today. There we go. Alright, we defeated them. And purple, purple, purple. Mine. Yay, purple ruby. It seems our souls have been healed. I give to you the earthly possession which the ladies kept. Take it, Link. And we get a piece of art. That's her name, correct? I can read people's hearts. I knew you would be coming here. Now my own soul has been healed too with that. So the reason why you can't complete this on the same time cycle you beat the Stone Tower Temple is because all the spirits of this region will disappear after Twin Mold is destroyed. So just keep that in mind. Now there's one last minigame that I like to take care of in this episode. I believe it's around here. It's going to be over by the river area. So we want to go this way. And I'm going to use these super amazing powers of swimming. Isn't swimming just pleasant? So yeah, we jump down here. Go up the river. And oh, it's a waterfall. Ooh. And we all know the law of Akame. If there's a waterfall, there's something behind it. Welcome to the secret shrine. Now it's shrine time. I'm not funny. Anyway, what you want to do... Where does this bug thing take you to? I'll figure it out off screen. We can use the light arrows to open up that area. I don't think it is possible to complete this without getting light arrows, so just keep that in mind. Hey, I saved you already. It seems somehow you have managed to send Ikana's wandering spirits to a peaceful rest, but outside of Ikana there are still swarms of wandering spirits with lingering regrets. The ones in this room want to meet you again, and I've been waiting here for quite a while. Go see them if you feel like it. I'm sure they'll welcome you. Alright, let's head this way. Or fail completely, that's also an option too. Alright, let's head inside here. And this is basically going to be like a boss gauntlet of all the mid-bosses we've faced on our journey, starting off with Downfall Falls. So, we've met this guy over in Snowhead Temple, if I remember correctly, but there weren't quite as many of them back there as there were here. And we just kind of completely annihilated all of them, wow. So I'm going to try to use the Great Fairy Sword as much as I possibly can in this area. Simply because of the fact that we're not going to have a whole lot of other chances to use it during our Let's Play. Because, as you probably figured, with the 4 giants now saved, there's kind of no more giants to save, hence no more dungeons. So, yay, we completed all the dungeons in this game, but that means this game is almost over. I don't want it to be over so soon. That's the thing with Let's Playing in general, is that the games that you really enjoy just seem to go by so fast. Like, even with Splatoon 2, we're not even halfway done with that series yet, and it still feels like it's going by way too fast. But anyway, now we're going to be facing Wizrobe for the last time in this game. Thank goodness. Alright, so where are you, buddy, old pal? You're over there, and I can't get to you. Owie. Owie. That was not nice. That was the opposite of nice. That was rice. Okay, we probably could use our light arrows here, so I'm going to get rid of my mask. And Wizrobe's going to be doing that disappearing thingy where he creates a bunch of illusions of himself. Again, I like this boss, but it repeats itself way too often. It's like the problem with Super Mario Sunshine, how the bosses are really fun, but they get boring after a while because of how often you have to replay them. Alright. We destroyed you. Let me be on top of the treasure chest. Top of the treasure chest. Top of the treasure chest. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yay! I get way too excited for that. That is one thing that I gotta say that I'm a little disappointed about with Link's Awakening Switch is that you can't be on top of the treasure chest in that game. Even if you stand exactly where a chest will spawn, Link moves out of the way before the chest appears. It's super disappointing. You know a game is good when something as minor as that is your biggest complaint of the game. Oh, nobody's home. Let's go. Oh no, we're locked inside. Oh well. Yeah, we're gonna be facing this guy again. That's gonna be fun. I like this boss. And now we get to use the super amazing powers of the Great Fairy Sword. I thought the cutscene would be over, so that's why the pauses between sentence words were a little bit longer than usual. And I'm the best at speaking today, aren't I? Again, I'm getting over a cold, fever, sore throat, whatever sickness I had. I don't actually know what it was. It was just very unpleasant. That's all I'll say about that. Alright, oh, we can see the back of the eyeball. That's gross. I mean, it's kind of cool that they would go that far to model that, because it's kind of interesting seeing how far game developers go when it comes to modeling stuff, because like, we would never be able to see the interior of the eyeball in this game, unless the camera glitched through it, so it's kind of cool that they went through that trouble. That kind of reminds me of something funny. So, in my 3D modeling animation class for college, we had an animation project where we had a plane fly around, and I'm pretty good at 3D modeling, at least I like to think I am. I've already taken a 3D modeling class before. It was just the animation part I don't have any experience in. So, because I had done 3D modeling before, I was able to get through the assignment a lot faster than most of the other students in the class. And so I took the time to make a snowman wave at the plane as it flew by. If I could find a clip of it on my computer, then I'd love to share it, but I'm not entirely sure if I can do that because, well, it's a school assignment and I don't always keep those. They take up a lot of memory on my computer. But anyway, going over here, and actually, speaking of that assignment, one thing that I really liked about that was that there was this other student who kind of took it a step further than even I did. And what she did was that the plane, it looked like it was flying around all nice and stuff, but then it just kind of nosedives into the water, and you can even see the pilot come up, and it's pretty funny. If you want to meet the ones in this room, then return after you've increased your life energy. What? 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 Ah! What do you mean we don't have enough life energy? We have every heartbeat so far! Tattle, shut up! Alright, so this took a little bit figuring out, but I think what happened was that I misnumbered my heart piece counter on my Let's Play notes, so I thought I had one more heart piece container than I actually had. The thing was, that last door, you cannot enter it unless you have 16 heart containers, and we only had 15. So we're only one heart piece away from being able to go into the last door. And the only heart piece that we don't have that isn't connected to a side quest I want to take care of a little bit later is in this place. And I thought we took care of this one already, but we apparently never did. So to get this one, you need to go back into the Snow Edge region once Goat is destroyed. And after the river unthaws, you can go collect that treasure chest inside the lake. Wait, there's a cave in here? And there's a treasure chest! Ooh, what's in here? Okay, it's a red ruby. That's still pretty good. Probably not worth it to go out of your way to beat Goat again to get that one, but still worth your time to go grab if you already beated Goat. Beated Goat? That's proper grammar. Okay, now I'm you guys back in Ikana Canyon. Whoosh! Going back inside this area, there was a grotto outside the secret shrine and I never got inside. So not much in here. It's probably just going to be another treasure chest with the rubies inside. But it's still pretty well... Oh no, it's a bomb chew! Wow, I don't think we've ever actually shown those off yet. Bomb chews are a pretty interesting weapon, which we'll be getting into in a moment. So, basically what they do is that they're kind of like regular bombs, but well, we can't use them in Zora form. Basically what they do is, might be a better idea to demonstrate this inside. You place a bomb chew on the ground, and it'll follow a straight path and be able to climb up walls and things like that. So, it's very interesting. It's not really all that used too often outside of one place that I can think of off the top of my head. But that's not the arrow that I wanted. There we go. Okie dokie. We don't have enough magic to even use this thing. Of course we don't, because why would we? Thank you, Zora and Link, for consuming magic when you don't need to. Okay. Now let's go inside. So, the restrictions on how many heart containers you need to go inside these places is not only limited to the last one. So, I can only remember the last one's limits off the top of my head. So, the fourth door, you need 16 heart containers to be able to go inside. I don't remember the exact other numbers off the top of my head, so there'll be a list in the description below for you to check out. So, if you're going through this game, like, with the bare minimum, then chances are you likely haven't seen this place or can't get very far because you haven't really done a whole lot of stuff on your own time. Like as it is, I've gotten every single heart container that we could get right now outside of side quest stuff, and even I still had a hard time getting into this place. That was green for a moment. That was gross. All right. I want to use my Great Fairy Sword, but it might be good nice to have a shield. Owie. That was rude. Backflip. Yay. Owie. Yay, owie. Alright, let's be on top of the treasure chest with the Great Sword. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Unnecessary epicness. Yay! Unnecessary epicness unlocked. All shall fear me. And we get a silver ruby for our troubles. And we've actually maxed out our ruby counter right now. Like our wallet can only contain 500 and we've already maxed it out. So that's pretty nice. You really are an amazing person, Link. It seems you've somehow managed to heal their souls. Maybe I shall vanish soon myself. Then, what could it be? 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 You got a piece of art. And we get a pop-up on screen that tells us exactly what we just did. You defeated the 4 powerful foes at the Ikana Canyon River's upper course. Your prize was a piece of heart. Thank you, Bummer's Notebook. Thank you, you were so helpful. Okay, so just letting you guys know right now, it's going to be a little while before we continue the main story of this game, because right now, the primary focus of the Let's Play is going to be wrapping up all the loose ends of Termina, so we could technically end the game now if we want, but I want to take this time to wrap up the last of the side quests throughout the game, starting with something that we could have done a long time ago, but we never actually got around to doing. So in the next episode, we'll be taking care of the Deku Salesman and the Frog Choir side quests. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. And until next time, need to get rid of you. Oh yeah.